Suspect accused of pulling knife on two individuals trying to help following a crash. Family of missing St. George woman holds candlelight vigil. And City of St. George asked to help fund the Cox Auditorium renovation.
You're watching St. George News at 5.
Good afternoon, I'm Amy Bennett. A two-vehicle crash last Tuesday night escalated into an altercation that reportedly involved a suspect accused of pulling a knife on two individuals. The suspect was later found with a blood alcohol level that was nearly 4 times the legal limit in Utah. It has been 5 months since Courtney Lynn Townsend's disappearance, but her family hasn't stopped seeking her return. For more on this story, here's Eric George Gould.
Family and friends of Courtney Lynn Townsend held a candlelight vigil Saturday evening at Nissen Park in Washington City. Townsend was reported missing by the St. George Police Department on January 8th. Since that time, despite hiring the services of a private investigator and working with police on a regular basis, the family still has no information about Townsend's whereabouts or her status. Her sister, Dallas Jimenez, told St. George News that the family is actively seeking any information about Townsend's disappearance and urges anyone who might have details to call the police number below.
Thanks, Eric. Last summer, Utah Tech University announced plans to remodel the M.K. Cox Performing Arts Center. On Thursday, foundation members met with city officials to help fill the nearly $3 million gap in funding still needed for this project. Here's Maury Kessler with more details.
Today, my objective is to, number one, update you on the progress of the Cox renovation.
Members of the Southern Utah Performing Arts Foundation met with the St. George City Council Thursday to give city officials an update on the Cox Auditorium renovation project while also seeking a potential donation. Foundation board member and president of the Southwest Symphony Board, Alice Gardner, told the council that people should start to see work begin on the Cox Auditorium in May. This work will include the addition of a lobby and courtyard that will expand the size of the Performing Arts Center, as well as the addition of a second floor and balcony inside the auditorium, along with upgrades and expansions to several other facilities and systems in general. Once the renovation is complete, the Cox Auditorium will serve as the home of the Southwest Symphony and Heritage Choir. The cost of the remodel is estimated to be around $37 million, with the foundation working on filling the remaining $2.7 million needed to cover that amount. Anderson asked if the city could donate to the project, but was turned down due to the city currently working on the next year's budget.
Thanks, Maury. The Washington County Fair will host its annual Military Appreciation Night on Tuesday, April 16th at 6 p.m. at the outdoor arena of the fairgrounds. This year's event honors those who served post-Vietnam, and all are invited to attend. Now here's Aaron Crane for an update on local sports.
Thanks, Amy. A big announcement for Utah sports last week, with Utah Jazz owner Ryan Smith expected to purchase the Arizona Coyotes NHL team and relocate it to Salt Lake City. The sale is expected to be finalized by the end of this week. Desert Hills softball dropped 18 unanswered runs on Dixie last Wednesday to remain unbeaten in Region 9 with 4 games remaining. Desert Hills goes into this week with a bye, while Dixie plays at home against Hurricane on Friday night. Now back to you, Amy.
Thanks, Aaron. This weekend, live chalk art demonstrations and honoring the environment will be featured during the Zion Chalk and Earth Fest in Springdale this weekend. For more information on the event, here's Stephanie DeGraw.
The Zion Chalk and Earth Fest in Springdale will be April 20th and 21st. It will be held in the Zion Canyon Village, just outside Zion National Park. There will be live art demonstrations and much more.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. I'm Amy Bennett with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5.